Ever notice how some travelers seem to breeze through the airport looking comfortable but put together, while others are constantly adjusting, shivering, or looking miserable? The difference isn't luck, it's strategy. I'll never forget watching a guy board my flight to London wearing flip-flops and shorts. 2 hours in, he was wrapped in 3 paper-thin airline blankets. After interviewing dozens of flight attendants and traveling over 200,000 miles to 60-plus countries, I've discovered exactly what not to wear when flying. Ready to transform your travel experience with a few simple wardrobe tweaks? Let's jump in. We've all been there. That heart-pounding race to a gate that feels like it's in a different time zone. You're weaving through crowds, and just when you think you might make it, disaster strikes. Not a delayed flight, but your own 2 feet betraying you. Maybe your flip-flop gets devoured by an escalator, or those stylish but stiff dress shoes have rubbed a raw blister on your heel. The wrong footwear can single-handedly derail your travel day before you even board the plane. First up, complicated footwear. I'm talking about intricate lace-up boots, strappy heels, or high tops with a dozen buckles. They might look great, but in the TSA line, they're a nightmare. While you're hopping on one foot, frantically trying to unlace them, the line behind you grows longer and the glares get colder. You're flustered. You might drop your passport, and you're holding everyone up. It's a stressful start to your trip that is completely avoidable. But I love my cute sandals for vacation, I hear you. But flip-flops and flimsy sandals are just asking for trouble. They offer zero protection from someone dropping a heavy bag on your toes or a rolling suitcase running over your foot. And then there's the hygiene factor. Let's be honest. Airport floors are filthy. A flight attendant once told me she wouldn't walk barefoot in an airport even if someone paid her $1 million. Plus, airplanes get notoriously chilly. Freezing toes for a 5-hour flight is no fun, and your seatmates will thank you for keeping your feet covered. The third mistake? Those gorgeous new shoes you haven't broken in yet. It's so tempting. You buy a beautiful pair of boots for your trip, envisioning yourself looking chic as you step off the plane. But reality is often painful. Your feet can swell during a flight, making snug shoes feel like a torture device. One of my followers learned this the hard way. She wore brand new leather boots on a flight to Paris and spent her first 2 vacation days hobbling around the Louvre in hotel slippers, her feet covered in blisters. Don't let your dream vacation be ruined by a footwear fantasy. So what's the solution? I swear by comfortable slip-on sneakers with good arch support and socks. This combination is the holy grail of airport footwear. They're easy off and on at security, no fumbling required. They protect your feet from rolling bags and mysterious floor spills, and keep you comfortable during that mad dash to the gate. They're versatile enough for exploring a new city upon arrival, too. You can always pack your other stylish shoes in your carry-on and change when you get to your destination. Start your trip on the right foot, literally. Here's something that might gross you out. Those airport floors where you're walking barefoot or in socks during security. Studies have found they can harbor more bacteria than a toilet seat. Yikes. When you're sitting at 35,000 feet for hours, your feet naturally swell, sometimes up to a full shoe size. Tight, restrictive socks can cut off circulation. I once interviewed a frequent flyer who went sockless in loafers on a 14-hour flight to Asia. The result? His feet swelled so much he couldn't get his shoes back on before landing. The game changer most travelers don't know about: compression socks. Not those super tight medical ones your grandma wears. Modern compression socks are actually pretty stylish. I tested this myself on identical flights from New York to Los Angeles. The difference was night and day. We've all faced the classic travel outfit dilemma. Should I wear shorts or pants on my flight? It seems like a simple choice, but making the wrong one can seriously impact your comfort and even your health. Let's settle this debate once and for all. Here's the shocking truth about why you should always opt for pants. First, the ick factor. A recent survey revealed that a staggering 65% of passengers have experienced unwanted contact with another traveler's bare legs or feet. In those cramped quarters, a stranger's sweaty knee brushing against yours is almost inevitable. It's not just awkward, it's a direct transfer of germs. Wearing pants creates a simple, effective barrier, keeping your personal space personal. Next, the temperature. Planes are notoriously cold. Cabin air is deliberately kept cool, typically around 65 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit, to help prevent passengers from fainting at high altitudes. But for you, it means sitting in a chilly environment for hours. If you're unlucky enough to be seated near an air vent, that gentle breeze can feel like an Arctic blast, leaving you shivering and miserable in shorts. And now for the part that might make you squirm. Think about your airplane seat. It's a public space used by hundreds of people every month. With tight turnaround times, those seats are rarely deep cleaned. They've seen it all: spilled drinks, food crumbs, and a whole ecosystem of germs left behind. Creating a layer of fabric between your skin and that well-used upholstery is just common sense hygiene. Do you really want your bare legs touching whatever is lurking in that seat cushion? So what's the solution? The perfect travel pants balance comfort and style. Forget stiff jeans that dig in. Look for pants made from natural, breathable fabrics like cotton or a high-quality blend. A bit of stretch is key for moving around or napping. My go-to is a pair of lightweight cotton blend joggers. They have a flexible drawstring waist, are comfortable enough to sleep in, but their tapered cut still looks polished and put together when you land. Let's talk about something most travel videos avoid. Your underwear choice can make or break your flight comfort. Seams that you never notice during regular activities suddenly become pressure points. Look for underwear made specifically for travel or exercise, with moisture-wicking properties and flat seams that won't dig in. Have you ever been perfectly comfortable at the gate, then freezing on the plane, then sweating when you land? The solution isn't one perfect garment. It's strategic layering. Start with a moisture-wicking base layer, a simple t-shirt or long-sleeve tee in a natural fabric. Next, add a warm mid-layer that's easy to remove, like a zip-up hoodie or lightweight sweater. Finally, top with a multifunctional outer layer that can serve as a blanket or pillow if needed. Let's talk accessories, starting with what to wear. Metal jewelry is the #1 culprit for security delays. Even small amounts of certain metals can trigger the sensitive scanners, forcing you to step aside for a pat-down. That gorgeous statement necklace might look amazing in your vacation photos, but is it worth the frantic fumbling in the TSA line? A simple solution is to pack your favorite pieces in a small pouch within your carry-on. One frequent business traveler I interviewed shared a cautionary tale. She was held up for nearly 10 minutes trying to undo a tricky clasp on a silver bracelet. The delay was just long enough for her to watch her connecting flight push back from the gate. She now travels completely jewelry-free on flight days. Now for the accessories that are absolute travel lifesavers. First up, a good quality eye mask. Look for one made of a soft material like silk, and consider a contoured design that doesn't press on your eyelids. It's a game changer for getting real rest, helping your body's internal clock adjust, especially on long-haul daytime flights. Next, invest in noise-canceling headphones or earbuds. They don't just block out crying babies or chatty neighbors. They reduce the constant, fatiguing drone of the engines, leaving you feeling far more refreshed upon arrival. And here's a pro tip. Don't forget compression socks. They might not be the most glamorous accessory, but they are crucial for promoting blood circulation on long flights, reducing swelling and the risk of DVT. Your legs will thank you. Finally, let's pull back the curtain on a big question. Do flight attendants judge you based on what you wear? After interviewing cabin crew from 3 major airlines, the answer is a resounding yes. But it's not about designer labels or wealth. It's about preparedness. They notice if you're wearing shoes that can be easily slipped off in an emergency, or if you're in restrictive clothing that would be a hindrance. One senior flight attendant told me she can spot an experienced traveler from the jet bridge. They're the ones in comfortable layers, with a tidy carry-on and practical footwear. She also shared that, while it's not an official policy, there's a subconscious bias. Passengers who dress neatly and look put together are often perceived as more respectful, and are more likely to receive attentive service or even be considered for an upgrade if the opportunity arises. It's a simple correlation. Those who take the time to dress thoughtfully for a shared space often extend that same consideration to the crew and fellow passengers, exhibiting more polite and patient behavior throughout the flight. Conversely, someone in dirty pajamas with multiple messy bags might be subconsciously flagged as potentially high maintenance or disruptive. Does this mean you need to dress up for your next flight? Not at all. But aiming for neat casual rather than just rolled out of bed might subtly improve your travel experience in ways you wouldn't expect. If you've had your own travel outfit disaster or have a go-to airplane ensemble that never fails, drop it in the comments below. I read every single one. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more travel tips. Sharing this video could save someone from a miserable flight experience. Thanks so much for watching. Safe travels, and I'll see you on the next travel tips video.